What's up? It's your girl Stephanie T. I'm just here today talking about just staying prepared. Um, the world's been going to and fro, okay, and you kind of have the anticipation of what's next. Um, in my own personal life, just so many things have transpired within the last 3 weeks. Um, Instances of loss, and then my nephew almost leaving this earth. But God intervened in that. Thank you. And, a close family friend of ours is no longer here. And I'm just like, what am I doing with the time that I have left? Am I going to be sitting and letting you two panels and things just discourage me and say that there's no hope? Oh, you're old, you're going to die alone. I don't know. I don't know if I will die alone or not, but I will have to go. That is true. They say there's nothing guaranteed in this world but death and taxes. So that's true. So I know that will come. So it doesn't matter if it's a dog or with a man. That time is going to come. But utilizing that time that I have to appreciate life, to appreciate those around me, to appreciate who I am, my femininity, my family, my children, my mom, my dad, my job that I still have, being thankful and grateful to be able to have the activity of my body, to move around, feed myself, clothe myself. Those are the things we overlook. Those are the things that are important at the end of the day. Yes, all these greater things are important, but how we live this life is even more important. Not trying to impress, not trying to people please, but how you live according to moral standards and me according to what God says. You know, there was a content creator that I stumbled on IG. Oh my goodness, she was um, awesome. She was from New York, and it just, I was just new. I didn't know anything about content creation, but all I know that she was beautiful, and she would take uh, photos all around New York. She was a nanny, and she had a personal camera follow around, and she was very stylish. She knew how to style herself. She knew how to do from head to toe hairstyle, everything, the perfect poses, and she just had brand deals. People want to work with her. She was just totally amazing, and she got sick. Her name is Crizada. Sorry, let me know. Crizada. And sometimes you get reminders of that you're wasting time. Sometimes you get reminders that hey, pay attention, wake up. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're running. You're in foolishness. And that's where a lot of us are. We're distracted into the foolishness while time is passing us by and we're not doing what we're supposed to be really doing. And, when we lost one of the sisters at my church, I grew up with this lady, and sometimes I'm in and out of her being here, not being here. Like, I have denial. I don't deal with death well. It's not a topic or thing I like to talk about or just be involved. I just don't like it. I've always been like that since a kid. Never liked that type of stuff. But, just seeing her here one day and gone the next, it's like, okay, this is happening close to home. It could be me. I have children. It can be children, your mom, your dad. And we're just not prepared for these things. We don't take the time to make sure our life is where it needs to be. That's why we look so unstable as people, as women, as men. And then it trickles down to the children. And it's just so apparent, but we just don't see it as that. And going back to that content creator, she documented the last days of her life, online, and she shared that with her followers. And it was just so sad to see, that she was hopeful, but she knew what was coming, and to face your own mortality is imaginable. But yet we live life just carelessly. I mean, look at the LA fires. You can have your home one day and then your home can be gone. Or the floods. Black people can't swim, so it's like, go get some swimming lessons. Understand what I'm saying? Get prepared. Get some food. Get financially sound. Like, get life insurance. Like, we don't think ahead. We don't plan. We don't have a contingency plan, as one of my friends says online. We don't think about contingency, plan A, B, C, D. We don't. But we plan for our outfit, our trip. Things that are nice, but all right. And going back to Chrisada, she said, in her last days, and it always stuck with me. I printed it out so that I can post it. It says, go do it now. Don't wait for another day, another hour, or another time. Sorry, I don't want to cry. Go and do it now. Go and do it now. If you want to lose the weight, go and do it now. If you want to get married, become healed, work on your femininity, know what God says about marriage, what is required, and go be the best version of yourself so that somebody can find a good thing. If you want to talk to your dad or your mom after all these years that you haven't talked to, go do it now. If you've been wanting to be a good dad, go do it now. If you've been wanting to be a good mom, go do it now. If you've been wanting to go back to church and give your life to God, and go do it now. We don't have as much time as we think, or we don't value the time that we may or may not have. But I'm not saying live in fear. I'm just saying be aware, be mindful, be respectful, and be grateful. Being grateful is the most beautiful thing I've learned in my feminine journey. Being grateful and content, and reading, that in the Bible, whatever situation I'm in, to be content. Even though it may hurt, even though I may not have the things I like at the moment, you can always work towards those things. But be content where you are, so that when you get to that place, you be like, wow, look what I've become. Look how hard I worked, and you'll be able to value and cherish it. You won't make it an idol in your life. Time is precious. Time is fleeting. And time waits for no one. Stop being on that black people time. Starting with me first. Right? Stop. Don't adopt. Don't adopt black people time. Don't adopt black don't crack. Yes, it does. Look at me. I'm cracking right now. Got some lines. You know, gravity setting in. Respect time, everyone. Respect time. Utilize it to the best of your ability till it runs out. But make sure when it does run out, you're on the right side of things and you're all set and your family's all right and the people that you're leaving behind are okay. Don't be afraid. I think the more that we embrace it, we'll be in a better headspace about it. So respect the time that you do have. Be grateful. I love you.